I hate Wildwoods. Yidris is not cute. Star Stable is too repetitive with things such as dailies and druid trainings, and horses are actually reasonably priced. Welcome to reading your unpopular opinions. So I'm actually not too sure how to do this video in a way, as I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say my opinion about your opinions, and of course, like, I'm completely validating your opinion. We can all have our own opinions about Star Stable. I have said opinions so many times, little opinion counter on the screen. So this is honestly just me reacting to them. I'm not going to be like, I think this is wrong, but I'll just like say my own opinion as well, just like you guys have said your opinion. I've literally just repeated that, but I wanted you guys to make sure that it is okay to have your own opinion, and if I just read out your things, then I feel like it wouldn't be a very interesting video if I didn't like react to them in my own way. So without further ado, we're almost finished the first race. This race is actually great for XP. It's very short and it gets you 150 XP. But let's just get reading. So the first one is, oh, I guess like this person said, I don't see anything so special in Wildwoods, and I actually got a few of these which I found interesting. Where am I going? I actually feel like Wildwoods is a little bit weird feeling wise. I think it is gorgeous, and personally I do love it, but I do feel like there's not much of a reason to be out here. The only reason that I'm out here is to train and do dailies and stuff. So I see where people come from when they say they don't see the point of Wildwoods and what's so special about it. It also, I think, feels really weird because we haven't had a new area in so long that Wildwoods is just like, it felt really weird to get a new area, if that makes sense. So I totally see where you guys are coming from, and I guess I kind of agree with, like, there's nothing super duper special. It looks amazing in Wildwoods, great for role players, but for some people, like, it just wouldn't be an area that they visit very often. I don't know if this is an unpopular or not, but the Gen 3 Frisians are cute and funny. Actually, okay, see, I wouldn't have thought that that was a super unpopular opinion, but it turns out that I actually got a lot of replies to my Instagram story. If you guys want to be part of my next training video, make sure to follow me on Instagram. But a lot of people actually said that they don't like the Generation 3 Frisians, so I guess I don't really know which one is the unpopular one, so I'm just gonna read them both. But people have very mixed opinions about the Frisians. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. I just thought I'd let you guys know that. I don't know how to get out of here. Oh no, I remember. It's down here. There we go. I hate the Andalians. I look at one and think it's cute, but then I write it and I hate it. See, that is very interesting. Personally, I do like the Andalians, and I totally know. Personal opinion, once again. It's really interesting that you like the look of them, but I guess it's the gates or something, the animations, that you're not a fan of. I feel like I can kind of relate to this. I like them either way. I really do love Andalians, and I would buy more of them. But maybe, I don't know. I like the animations. It's interesting. Interesting topic you've brought up there. Star Stable gives us too many horses. I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. I think a lot of people say that. Personally, I have an unpopular opinion. I think that Star Stable gives us the right amount of horses. The thing that I find really interesting is I was talking about how we've had quite a few small updates lately, and people are complaining about them. And some people have said, I don't understand why they're giving us small updates when they can just give us horses, and, you know, giving us a horse feels like a big update. And I'm like, but you're also the same people saying that Star Stable releases too many horses and stuff, so I don't know. I think that the little updates we've been getting, like The updates we've been getting are for everyone, like with Star Rider, I guess, because we've been getting new races, and a new race is something new for everyone to try, whereas when they release a new horse, it is only for the people who can afford it with star coins and for the people who actually like the new horse. So that's very interesting. I understand with the Gotland ponies, they've released all of them at once, but I think that's because they had a smaller amount of coats. Usually they've got 8 or 9 coats, but for the Gotland ponies they only had 7 coats, one of them in the Star Stable Horses app. So it kind of makes sense for them to release them all at once because there were less coats. Role-playing is actually fun. I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. I think it might be unpopular to the people who don't like role-playing, but like there's actually a very large role-playing community in Star Stable. It is one that I have not delved into yet. I've done a few role plays on my YouTube channel, but I haven't actually done one in Star Stable because I'm a little scared to get to like do one for the first time because I don't know what I'm doing. But hopefully the people that I roleplay with for the first time will understand that I am a noob and I don't know what I'm doing. I personally think some of the clothing items should be less star coins. I think so. Personally, I feel like 100 star coins is not super high, but I feel like I wouldn't go over 100 star coins with the clothing items. Some of them I do get, but I do understand that for people who can't buy star coins, their weekly allowance is 100 star coins, which is why I feel like maybe for the clothes, they shouldn't go over 100 star coins because then it would mean that people with the weekly allowance can buy like 1 shirt a week kind of thing, unless they're saving for a new horse. Yeah, I think prices are very mixed and stuff. A lot of people think Star Stable is too expensive. A lot of people think Star Stable is reasonably priced. Oh my gosh, I'm not pronouncing my words very good. Oh my gosh, was that always like that? He like growled in my ear. That was scary. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm in like the party of Star Stable is reasonably priced. I think it's really difficult for a game like Star Stable because their demographic is for older people and for people who can have a job, you know, teenagers. I don't know what it is for other people in the world, but in Australia you can get like your first job at around 13. It does depend on the workplace and who's going to want to hire you, but around 13, 14 is when people usually get a part-time job. But you can also do jobs at 12 as well, and if your parents own a business then you can work from as young as you want. But Star Stable's demographic is also for the kids who can't have a job, you know, 8-year-olds and stuff, and whose parents don't want to buy them star coins. And I was in that party, you know. I started playing Star Stable when I was 8 and I didn't have a job and my parents were not going to buy me star coins. My parents bought me Lifetime Star Rider, which I'm very grateful for. It did take a lot of convincing. I think I asked them a few times, but then Lifetime Star Rider got the double star coin thing, like, you know, years ago. I was like to my parents, it's a great deal, you know, I get double the star coins, and they finally said yes. But it was really sad because I never got my double star coins. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just time zones or something. I even contacted support and everything and they said no. So yeah, that was really sad for like 8-year-old me. But yes, maybe, wait, was I 10? Maybe I was 10 when I got Star Rider. But I feel like it's just really hard for a company in that way because it's really hard to make a game for kids but also make sure that you're making enough money to pay the people who work on the game, to pay to keep the servers online. There's a lot of prices that I think we don't see about Star Stable. We just think they're making complete profit, but maybe they're not, and we never know. So whenever I buy Star Coins, I just feel like, okay, I'm paying to make sure that my favorite game gets to stay alive kind of thing, you know. I'm paying the workers who put so much hard work into it, and I'm also paying to make sure that Star Stable doesn't die on us. So yeah, but I do see that people cannot afford Star Coins, but I don't think it's a problem of Star Stable is too expensive, in my own opinion, in my own humble opinion. Where am I going? Gotta get checkpoints. Okay. I talked about that for way too long. I only get on if there's a new horse. See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of people only get on to buy the new horses, which I actually think is very interesting. Do you not log on to train? Do you just have a bunch of horses and you just never do anything else? But like Star Stable new horse updates are by far people's favorite updates, you know? Buying horses gets probably some of the most views on YouTube. Actually, Violet Flower Gardens training videos probably get the most Star Stable views. Oh, and Honey Heart C. But other than that, buying horse videos, new horse breeds and new horse like stuff get the most views on YouTube, and they're probably like, they get the servers active, people log on to see the new horse, and people complain about them. I'm not attacking anyone, I'm just musing, I'm just putting that out there. The American quarter horse was, don't kill me, overrated, and the legs look like they are about to fall off. My heart, oh my gosh. I actually do kind of agree with you. I feel like the whole Starshine Ranch thing was a big update. It brought a lot of people who weren't playing Star Stable back to Star Stable, and they like bought American quarter horses and stuff. But I feel like in that regard, it was a little bit overrated, because then we had the Jorvik Wild Horse, and to me, the Jorvik Wild Horse was maybe underrated. I don't know. I really love them. I think it's awesome that Star Stable could be so creative and like create their entire own horse breed kind of thing. I feel like maybe it was a little underrated, you know, not a lot of people were like, oh my gosh, this horse is amazing. But they were kind of more like that for the American quarter horse. But it was also like a different time of the year for me, so maybe like my actual perspective was different at the time. I don't know if that makes sense. The Curlies are adorable. I agree with this. I love the Curlies. A lot of people call them like the noodle horses, which I think is mean. And I like the curly horses. I think they're cute. I like their gaits as well. I find it funny that so many people don't like them, because I honestly don't see what's wrong with them. I hate the Frisians and their Tack. Interesting. I can see why a lot of people don't like the Frisians. Like, it's for horse breeds, it's very much you like them or you don't like them, I guess. Or you're neutral about them. But the Tack I find very interesting, because personally I really like the Tack. But I do get, because it's a medieval style, like, I thought that I wouldn't like this spiky bridle or whatever thing is called, but I actually do kind of like it, even though I feel like if you do realistic role plays, you probably wouldn't really use it. And I completely understand, like, we've only got medieval bridles, we don't have medieval anything else, so it doesn't really fit into the game. So I get where you're coming from, but I think, like, they still look good, you know? I hate some of the updated NPCs because they just have changed so much. I feel like, okay, I don't think I hate any of the NPCs. I'm really sad that Loretta was made less mean. I completely understand why. Like, Star Stable doesn't want to promote bullying or meanness or anything, or being rude to people. But I also feel like, is that censoring children to the fact that everyone's going to be all la-di-da? I feel like Loretta still has this air of arrogance to her. Is that the right word? Just this air of I don't know if I'm making sense. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, she's still like maybe a little bit mean, but she's not like super mean anymore, I guess. I feel like, are we censoring the children from people who are mean? I don't know. But I guess if you're playing a horse game, you don't really want to be bullied. But I feel like she wasn't ever that mean. Like, I started playing this game when I was like 8, and I never felt attacked by her, you know? But that's just me. The game isn't boring. A lot of people say it is. Oh no, and at times it can be. But mostly it's just you're growing up and changing interests. Yes, I agree with this. I think a lot of people say that Star Stable lacks stuff, and that a lot of people are like, how do you come up with ideas? Like, Star Stable's so boring, all you can do is like buy horses, train and stuff. But I really think that saying that, it's like, Star Stable isn't limited. Star Stable is an open world horse simulator game thing. And there is so much stuff you could do. It just depends on your own interests, of course. Some people don't like role-playing, so therefore they can't, like, one of their interests is not role-playing in Star Stable. I think if you're bored of the game, it is not the game's fault. It's not your fault either, it's just your own interests. For me, I enjoy doing everything, so I don't find Star Stable boring. Like, I like to train my horses, I like to do monotonous daily quests and things like that. So for me, Star Stable is not boring, and then I can also see all these other creative opportunities in Star Stable where you can create music videos, you can create awesome short films and everything. I feel like Star Stable is not limited. It is limited, but it's kind of limited by your creativity as well and your interests, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't think people getting bored of the game is Star Stable's fault, in my own opinion. I love the Shires. Yes, get some Shire positivity. I don't hate the Shires. I feel like a lot of people hate on the Shires, but come on, the Shires are so old. Like, of course they're not going to be up to, like, the standards of the people who just joined Star Stable in 2020 or something. Because, for me, I grew up with I grew up with all of the old horses. I look at the game then, I'm like, that is my childhood. And back then the Shire model was like revolutionary. Maybe not revolutionary, but like it was good. For a horse game, the Shire model was good. It might not be good in today's world, but that's just because graphics have changed and Star Stable hasn't updated the Shires yet. So let's get some Shire positivity. Nabstroppers are elite. I feel like a lot of people, they didn't like the Nabstroppers. I really like them. Their models are alright, but I really like their coats. I think that's one of the main reasons that I really like them is their coat. Everything else is pretty good about them. Like, I don't have anything to hate about the Nabstropper, but their coats, like, I love it. I don't like the Lusitanos or the Hanoverians. I feel like a lot of these unpopular opinions are just people not liking horse breeds. Yeah, I used to love the Lusitanos, but now I feel like they're just alright. Like, when I bought Lusitanos for the first time, I was like, I'm gonna buy all of the Lusitanos because I love them so much. I'm gonna be that person who loves Lusitanos. And then right now, I don't hate the Lusitanos, but they're probably not my favorite horse, you know. I like some other horse better than the Lusitano. And the Hanoverians are once again an old model, so I get why people might not like them. A lot of people also said that they don't like the Mawaris either, which I think is interesting. I don't mind the Mawaris. I feel like I'm just not very realistic looking at them, maybe, kind of, if you know what I mean. Because I'm not a horse person in real life. I don't watch horse YouTubers. I don't ride horses and see horses a lot. Actually, I see quite a few horses in real life. But they're all like your normal warm bloods, I guess. Whereas maybe a lot of people come at Star Stable in a very realistic way and they're like, the Mawaris don't look realistic. The Mawaris are like, the Frisians look terrible. But for me, I don't see it and I like them. Maybe that's my problem. I'm just like not realistic enough or something. I don't know. Mine is that there is always spammers. It's annoying. I agree. Spammers are so annoying. I actually found on an old hard drive that my sister has. I used to take screenshots of people who spam. I think I had the intention of reporting them to Star Stable, but if I remember correctly, I never actually reported them to Star Stable. Honestly, if you want to report spammers to Star Stable, like, go for it, but I'm not sure. I actually have no idea what they would do if people would spam. But, I'm gonna go get this chicken real quick. I know for sure, like, if you see spammers, literally just ignore them. All you gotta do is ignore them, and then you won't see their messages anymore, and it keeps your chat, like, spammer free, you know? So I'd probably say just ignore them first. Like, don't even try to talk to them. Just ignore them. They're not gonna know. How would they know? 100 Star Coins a week is perfect. Also, I love your videos so much. You're so kind. Thank you. I agree with this. If you guys haven't, and you want to know more about Star Coins and why they can't be made more expensive, you should go check out Abigail Pinehaven's video about Star Coins. I'll try and like link it on the screen maybe or in the description below. But I she explained it so well, so much better than I could ever have explained it. Just like, she made it make so much sense to me. I always understood, and I always tried to say that star coins couldn't be made more expensive, I guess. And we couldn't be given more star coins a week. But the way she explained it, just like, I feel like it made more sense than me just saying, there's just a reason, I just can't explain why. I agree with this, and you should go watch her video because I probably will do a terrible job at explaining it. A few people are saying that they don't like the new Finn horse. By the way, I love your videos, and I love you and your videos. Thank you so much. You are so kind. That's very kind of you. You know, people are too kind. No, that's a good thing. Be kind. That's very interesting. I haven't really seen the Finn horses. I know a lot of people are probably going off the spoilers maybe. Personally, I don't look at spoilers because I feel really bad about looking at stuff that Star Stable hasn't released, because obviously they weren't ready to release it yet, so they're not showing it to us, and then people get all uptight about the fact that they don't like the new horse, and then it's like, well, Star Stable hasn't actually finished it yet, have they? Like, how do we know? So I don't have an opinion on the Finn horse yet, but it's okay if you don't like them. But I always make my final judgments when I actually see them in the game. But I'm also I am too kind, and I just like anything Star Stable gives me. Like, I'm very easy to please. Incredibly easy to please. Yes, another curly horse lover. The Connemaras have the worst jump of all the horses. This is not true, but that's all I could think of. I think that thing finishes off by saying, I can't remember what the Connemara's jump is. A lot of the time I don't look at the gates a lot. Like when I'm riding around Jorvik, it's not very often that I am looking at my horse like, ah yes, this gate is very weird. I think most of the time that would only happen if I was making a short film or things like that. So I can't actually remember what the Connemara's jump is to make a conclusion. But I don't remember hating it, so I don't think I hate it. I cannot find this last animal. I've been riding around in circles, and it's probably time for me to finish this up. Is there anything else that I want to read? People are so harsh on the Star Stable team, like, give them a break. This is so, like, they are real people, and they put so much hard work into the game just to have it released and have so many people be like, this is terrible, and they can be like, I spent so many hours on that. And people just don't respect them as actual humans. Like, imagine if you worked on a project and then someone came along and they said this is terrible, and it's not just one person, like a lot of people hate on it, and then like you're just made to feel which is sad. I don't like Justin Moorland. I think I kind of agree with this. I don't dislike him. It's just, I feel like there's just something weird about his personality maybe. I don't know. I feel like he's just kind of an odd person. You know, he kind of just immediately ran off to his grandpa. I don't really remember the storyline, to be honest, actually. It's been a while since I've truly like caught up on it and why he ran away to his grandpa. But I'm like, I feel like you haven't seen him in years, right? I guess you'd want to see him. Like, I do see where Justin's coming from, but I just feel like his personality is a little bit weird. I'm really sad because I really like to go through a bunch of your replies, but I get so many, and it's really sad because I wish I could read them all, but that would take me forever. But there's so many good ones here. Like, people say reputation quests are actually fun, and I agree, I like reputation quests, but I know that it's not for everyone. Clubs are overrated, which I find interesting. I feel like clubs are a bit overrated in the fact that so many people are like, oh, you're not in a club, that means you must want to be in a club. And that is not the case for a lot of people. People think that you can only maybe have friends if you're in a club, but you can have friends and not be in a club. It's just a different way of meeting people, I guess. But yeah, there is so many awesome replies. And once again, if you do want to join in on some of my next training videos, then make sure to go follow me on Instagram, and also subscribe because I want to do some of my community page as well, so that I can get the people who don't have Instagram to join in as well. I was gonna say something else, but now I can't remember. I got distracted. Oh yeah, if you have any ideas for anything else that you want me to talk about in my training videos, go ahead and let me know down below. Maybe you want me to do another reading your secrets or something. So yeah, just let me know any ideas that you have for me to read, any stories that you want. I don't know. But I think once we finish this race, I am going to finish up the video. So if you are still sitting here in the video listening to me ramble and you're not subscribed, then what are you doing? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's a free way of supporting me, and if you're still here watching this video, then it means that you enjoyed this video and you might enjoy some of my other ones. My horse was smiling. Oh my gosh, this horse, I cannot. I love this horse. But yeah, also remember to give this video a thumbs up. It's once again a free way of supporting the video. But yeah, oh gosh, we've landed with someone else. But I hope you guys are having an awesome day, or have had an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!